Most people look rich long before they actually become wealthy. You see it every day. A luxury car pulls into the parking lot. Someone walks into Starbucks wearing designer clothes, expensive watches, and carrying the newest phone. From the outside, it looks like success. It looks like freedom. But behind the scenes, many of those people are drowning in payments, debt, stress, and financial pressure nobody can see. And that's the dangerous part. Because modern society has made looking rich easier than ever, while becoming truly wealthy has become harder than ever. Today, millions of people earn decent money. Some even earn six figures, yet most of them are still living paycheck to paycheck. Most of them could not survive 6 months without income. Most of them will work their entire lives and never build real financial freedom. Not because they're lazy, not because they're stupid, but because they were taught to consume instead of build. And once you understand this, you start realizing something terrifying. The financial system rewards appearances immediately, but rewards discipline slowly. That's why so many people stay trapped, because discipline is invisible in the beginning. Nobody congratulates you for driving an older car. Nobody celebrates your Roth IRA contribution. Nobody notices when you stay home instead of wasting money at restaurants every weekend. But 10 years later, the person who looked boring becomes financially free while everyone else is still making payments. That's the difference. Income is not wealth. A paycheck is not wealth. Even a high salary is not wealth. Wealth is what you keep. Wealth is ownership. Wealth is assets growing quietly while you sleep. And this is where most people completely destroy their financial future without realizing it. The moment people start making more money, they immediately increase their lifestyle. A raise comes in. Suddenly they want the luxury apartment, the expensive SUV, the nicer clothes, the upgraded vacations, and the bigger house. Every increase in income becomes an excuse to spend more. This is called lifestyle inflation, and lifestyle inflation quietly kills financial progress. Because every dollar going toward appearances is a dollar that never gets invested. And investments are the only things that eventually buy your freedom. Think about this carefully. Most people finance almost everything in their life: cars, furniture, phones, vacations, sometimes even clothes. The world has trained people to think in monthly payments instead of total cost. A car isn't $35,000 anymore. It's only $500 a month. A couch isn't $4,000. It's just $80 monthly. The payment feels small, but the long-term damage becomes massive. Because every monthly payment steals future investing power. And the scary part is, most people normalize it. Debt becomes a lifestyle. Payments become permanent. Their income arrives already assigned to bills before they even touch it. That's why so many people stay financially stuck for decades. Not because they don't make money, but because they never create ownership. They buy liabilities instead of assets. An asset puts money into your pocket or grows over time. Stocks, index funds, businesses, and real estate. A liability takes money out of your pocket every month. Most people spend their best earning years collecting liabilities while neglecting assets completely. And then one day they wake up in their 40s wondering why they still feel trapped. But the biggest mistake of all is waiting too long to invest. This is the part people underestimate the most. Compounding looks weak in the beginning. That's why people ignore it. At first, investing feels almost pointless. You invest a few $100s, maybe a few thousand. Months go by and barely anything changes. The account feels small, growth feels slow. It feels like nothing's happening. But compounding is deceptive, because eventually the growth itself starts creating more growth. And that changes everything. Someone who starts investing at 25 has an enormous advantage over someone who waits until 35, even if they invest the exact same amount later. Why? Because time matters more than intensity. The earlier money starts compounding, the more powerful it becomes. And this leads to one of the most important financial truths you will ever hear. The first $100,000 is the hardest, not because it requires genius, not because you need a perfect strategy, but because the beginning feels painfully slow. The first 100,000 requires pure discipline, consistency, sacrifice, and patience. You have to keep investing before the results become exciting. And most people quit before they ever experience the momentum. But once you reach that first 100,000, the game changes. because now the money itself starts helping you. At an 8% return, $100,000 can generate around $8,000 a year without additional work. That means your investments begin growing faster and faster. Psychologically, something changes too. You stop seeing investing as an abstract idea. Now it feels real. Now you can see the machine working. And once people experience that feeling, they usually never want to go back, because now they understand the power of ownership, the power of compounding, and the power of delayed gratification. But getting there requires surviving what I call the boring years. The years when nobody understands what you're doing. The years where your friends appear to be enjoying life more than you. The years where discipline feels lonely. This is where most people fail, not mathematically, but emotionally. Because modern culture constantly pressures people to spend. Social media makes everyone else look successful. Advertising makes you feel behind. Algorithms convince you that happiness is one purchase away. And little by little, people spend money trying to feel successful instead of becoming successful. That's the trap. Real wealth usually looks boring in the beginning. Quiet investing, simple living, consistency, no applause, no attention, no validation, but eventually the results become impossible to ignore. The person driving the older Toyota while investing aggressively every month eventually reaches financial freedom. Meanwhile, the person trying to impress everybody stays trapped in debt for decades. One person chose short-term validation, the other chose long-term freedom. And freedom compounds. Every smart financial decision stacks on top of the previous one. Every unnecessary expense delays freedom. Every investment contribution accelerates it. Over time, the gap becomes enormous. And here's the truth nobody likes hearing. If you want to build real wealth, you will probably need to live below your means for several years. You will have to say no. No to unnecessary upgrades. No to constant consumption. No to trying to impress people who are struggling financially themselves. And yes, sometimes it feels unfair. You work hard. You want to enjoy life. That feeling is normal. But discipline is what separates temporary comfort from permanent freedom. The people who eventually escape financial stress are usually the people willing to sacrifice earlier than everyone else. And eventually the sacrifice becomes worth it. Because one day something incredible happens. Your investments begin growing faster than your spending. Your assets begin producing income. Your stress starts decreasing. Your options start increasing. You no longer feel trapped at work. You no longer panic over every unexpected expense. You no longer need validation from purchases. That's real wealth. Not luxury, not status, not appearances, freedom. The freedom to control your own time, the freedom to make decisions without desperation, the freedom to breathe. And that freedom starts with the habits nobody sees in the beginning. Tracking your spending, automating investments, living below your means, ignoring social pressure, and trusting boring consistency over emotional decisions. That's how wealth is actually built. Slowly, quietly, repeatedly. Until one day the compounding becomes impossible to stop. And that's why the first $100,000 matters so much. Because it's not just money. It's proof. Proof that you learned how to delay gratification. Proof that you can ignore the noise. Proof that you can build something real in a world designed to distract you from doing exactly that. And once you prove that to yourself, the next 100,000 becomes easier. Then easier again. Then easier again. Because eventually your money begins working harder than you do. That's the moment the entire game changes. And the people who understand this early quietly buy back their freedom while everyone else stays trapped chasing appearances. So the next time you see someone looking rich, remember this. Looking wealthy and being wealthy are completely different things. One is performance. The other is ownership. One disappears when the paycheck stops. The other continues growing silently in the background. And in the long run, silent wealth almost always wins.